What's going on, guys, and welcome to a very special video here on my channel. Now, as the title of this video reads, I am going to be overviewing a very dedicated Lee Sin player who only has one functioning hand, and I decided to check him out, and I was kind of blown away by how impressive he is with Lee Sin with only having his mouse hand. Now, I actually found this guy, aka One-Handed Dream, because he happens to be a longtime fan of my channel. He's in a lot of my streams, being very supportive, and after hearing about his story, I decided to take a look at what he's been able to accomplish, and I'm nothing but inspired and impressed, and I wanted to bring this story to all of you guys because he is a very inspiring Lee Sin player. Alright, guys, so I have a 5-minute or 4-minute montage, so to speak, of One-Handed Dream, so we're going to play this and watch it together and see the action. So let's do this.
All these sides of suicide, they keep me up like every night. Enemy of my enemy, you know I'm always down to ride. I'm always bumping sesh. One day that's my set, then it's fuck the rest. So
I'm actually confused at how he's able to do this without playing on screen lock. Like, you would think with all the barriers he has, he wouldn't be able to move his camera while, you know, pulling off all of his plays with just his mouse, but he doesn't even have screen lock on, which is actually quite impressive, I guess, quite interesting, confusing as to why not, but yeah, so as you can see, like, I'm gonna move my camera. He keeps his left hand on the keyboard, but it just is kind of there for comfort. He's not able to actually use his hand, so now, obviously, you know, when you watch this guy, you're not thinking, oh, this is the best Lee Sin player I've ever seen. But the fact that he's able to even pull off any of this with his condition is honestly, to me, it's inspiring, and it's why I want to make this video, because, you know, I'm sure there's a lot of League players out there who are in a similar situation as him, but he chose to play Lee Sin of all champions, and he's actually really, really good at him, so nothing but respect for this guy. Oh my god, he just kick flashed into the Ash ult. That was insane. Wow. He's using mouse keybinds, it looks like, for sure. Look at his hand, though. It's hard to see because it is kind of small, but you can see that his hand is going crazy when he goes for those plays. He's using his thumb, it looks like, for every single... Just incredible, man. I might have to do this in a later video. Try, you know, I'll help get a mouse with keybinds and see if I can do this. Because honestly, I don't think I think this would take me months to get used to. Now, obviously, he's probably had this his whole life, but... So he's used to it, but I don't know, man. It blows my mind. What do you guys think in the comments? You know, we're going to actually hop on an interview and talk to him about this, about his condition, about how he does all this. But before we get to that, I just want to know what you guys think about this guy. So go down in the comments, you know, leave whatever feedback you have for him and for myself. Obviously, like this video because I love it. It's special. It's very inspiring. Look at this guy. And I'll also put his Twitch link down in the description, which I can't say enough because he honestly deserves it. But yeah, I'm actually just... I'm kind of speechless, man. Like, I was watching his live stream, but seeing some of his better plays with just one hand is... Man, it's tripping me out. But I actually want to have a conversation with this guy because I'm very interested into how he manages all of this, and I'm sure you guys are too. So let's get him on the call and ask him some questions. All right, man. So we are currently recording. So first of all, I think I just want to ask you, you know, who you are, what your Twitch is, so people that are watching this video know where they can find you.
Hey, my name is One-Handed Dream, and my name's Brad, and you can find me on One-Handed Dream with a 0 on it.
So I have a few questions for you because, you know, normally when I do these reaction videos, I don't actually talk to the player, but I think you're an interesting case, and I think people watching this video are going to have a lot of questions, and I myself do. So the first question I have is, when did you start playing League of Legends, And when did you start playing Lee Sin?
I think it would have to be in college is when I started playing League of Legends. Season 6, I think.
Okay, so you've only been playing for a couple of years. And did you pick up Lee Sin immediately, or were you playing other champions first?
I was playing Thrash actually first. I love Thrash. He was honestly the skill support. And then I picked up jungle in the middle of it because I saw other people playing jungle and I just wanted to give it a try. So I picked the lead.
Yeah, fair enough. And I think probably one of the most pressing questions we're all going to have is, how did you originally manage having only one functioning hand when you first started playing?
Well, at first, when I first started playing League in college, I had to drag click everything. And then, so when I, you know, at the end of my college, my friends were just like, "Hey man, I got you this Naga mouse razor. Give it a try." It only had like 6 buttons. It was a circle, and I loved it. And it gave me a new experience. So I gave Lee a try. Things were a little bit better, and I always kept the ward hop on scroller, and that's I guess what makes me unique sometimes.
Bearing all that in mind, what elo are you currently in, and what is your highest elo peak?
Well, support, Jano was broken, so I guess I reached like plat 5 when Jano was broken in season 6, and that's when I just spammed her. And then now I'm just like a gold 4, like Thrash, and a silver 2 right now with Lee Sin.
Okay,
So
fair enough. And I think, I mean, the fact that you were able to get to gold or platinum, especially starting in season 6 and only having one functioning hand, I think that's pretty impressive. And a lot of people, including me, are also going to want to know what actually happened that caused your left hand to not function properly.
My mom had a rough delivery, I guess you could say, and so I was born this way when they pulled me out.
Okay,
And
so it's something that has been your whole life. It's not like something happened later in life. This has been since day one, so you've kind of like been able to figure out how to do everything with one hand.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
That goes from playing PlayStation, the Xbox, to PC.
But of all champions, you said Thresh, Lee Sin, one of the hardest champions to play. Why did you pick Lee Sin when you could have just picked a champion like Annie, who doesn't require much mechanical ability?
Lisa is just such an all-around like good champion. Let's just say like your teammates are throwing and you just Lisa is just always at play, that can change the game all around. So is Thrash. Let's just say your team's throwing with Thrash, you can always make a certain play because they're just mobile skilled champions, they're just both really good, I think. I just like them both.
So you never had the thought like, okay, well, it's going to be harder to play him with my condition. That kind of never even crossed your head. You were just like, fuck it. Yeah, I can do it.
Yeah, that's 100%. Yeah.
Okay, because my next question was going to be, how do you pull off like insect plays with just a mouse? And I know that you use mouse keybinds, which I think is, that's not something that I ever use. I know a lot of people do use that, and I think that probably enabled you to do more of these plays with one hand. But even with mouse keybinds, I'm still like, I just can't imagine doing all that shit with one hand. You must have like a really dexterous right hand at this point.
Yeah, it's pretty insanely fast at this point. I mean, back when I first started playing, I used to drag click with everything, and I guess that's what made me a little bit faster, because now with the keybinds, I'm able to do more stuff like faster than I usually am used to.
Okay, so I have one more question, and you kind of already answered it in a way, but my question is, do you ever have days where you get frustrated mentally that you have to play at this disadvantage and that you have this condition, and how do you overcome that mentally if you do?
Let's just say like people are flaming me, I'm just having those days where it's just rough for me because like either I'm warming up or I didn't get a chance to warm up, and I do have people always coming in flaming me in chat, or like in game and stuff. I just try to keep my focus with like music just keeps me going and keeps me focused. Like I'll just turn up the music, stay focused, and do what I gotta do. And usually I change the game around or I'll end up losing, but I still have a fun time.
Okay,
Either
so
way.
there's never a point in time where you feel sorry for yourself that you only have one functioning hand and other people have two. Like, that's not something that affects you.
Why would it affect me? I mean, you take this as a gift, not like a disadvantage.
All right. Well, I mean, obviously, I admire that mindset. I know that like even myself, like I don't have anything wrong with my physical capabilities, but I do have, I have a chronic disease. It doesn't really affect my gaming as much as something like your condition does. But obviously, there's some days I wake up and I'm like, fuck, why me? I wish I could not have this. But I guess you've obviously been handling this pretty well, because I know that especially as a gamer, I know that if I had to make do with one hand, I'd probably have those days. But yeah, definitely admire that answer then, because that's pretty awesome. One-handed dream, Brad, thank you so much for coming on voice chat with me. And I'm sure everyone else is appreciative that you took the time to answer some of these questions. Once again, One-Handed Dream is live on Twitch. You can catch him live on Twitch at twitch.tv/onehandeddream, and that's with a 0, and his link will be down in the description. So have a good rest of your day, Brad, and thanks for hopping on voice chat.
Yeah, thank you, man. It's an honor.
Alright guys, so that's where I'm going to wrap up today's video. I know today's video was definitely different, but I thought it was a special situation, and I'm in a position to showcase people with inspiring stories. And being a longtime fan, I felt like this was kind of a good Christmas gift to him. So I would really appreciate it, and I know he would, if you would go and rate his Twitch stream next time he goes live. His Twitch link is going to be in the description toward the top, so you can't miss it. Go drop a follow, or at least check him out to see if you would want to follow him. You guys are the best for clicking on this video and supporting me as well. I always appreciate it, and I'll be seeing you guys in the next video. Until next time, peace out.
Y'all offend me, yeah, your scriptures bore me. You spitting stories and acting like it's all from memory. Fraud is claiming some dues that they never paid, fucker. I sold the first beat I ever made. Plus I got props on my first bars written, and for the fact every beat I craft is hard hitting.